This angle is so much better, but I can't hold this forever. Magic. Just kidding. It's okay, honey, you don't have to. That's really tiring. Hi guys, today I'm going to do a review on Kate Morton's The Distant Hours. Kate Morton's The Distant Hours. I'm not done yet, so this is going to be, one of my reviews in the middle of the book, because I'm not done. I have to look at the camera. Yes. Very cold today, so I'm just going to keep my scarf on. Yes, it is another library book. And so this is the second book by Kate Morton that I'm reading. It's called The Distant Hours, and I am now on page 232. So, what do I think of it so far? Kate Morton's books, the first one I read was The Forgotten Garden, and so it has kind of the same themes where it has to deal with secrets and mystery and a big aristocratic house and family, and it's historical fiction mixed with the present time. I like it so far. I think at the moment I still like The Forgotten Garden a little bit better. This one has a more darker atmosphere. There's a lot of kind of scary scenes. It's not supernatural kind of scary. It's more creepy, like that person's kind of a murderer kind of creepy. So what I was saying before was that it has a dark theme, which is true because in the back, all the quotes are like, oh my goodness, it's such a good gothic. So in The Distant Hours, the main character's name is Edith. It opens with her explaining about a letter that her mom received. A letter that was written 50 years ago, which the mailman has actually misplaced. And her mom receives this letter in the middle of a family dinner they're having, and her mom reacts so emotionally to it that Edith is very curious about it. And since Edith and her mother don't really have an open relationship where they talk about things and their feelings, Edith is kind of a little bit apprehensive and doesn't know how to approach her mom about this letter. But what we learn is that her mother is named Meredith, and she lived in London around the time of World War II. And when they decided to evacuate the children, Meredith was placed in an aristocratic home called Milderhurst Castle. And there she meets three sisters, Percy, Sapphy, and Juniper Blythe, and their father, Raymond Blythe. So when we first meet Edith, she explains that her mother just received a letter that was written 50 years ago, and it was meant to be sent to her 50 years ago, but she gets it, and now there's this whole mystery about what's the letter about, because her mother wouldn't really tell her. And it's from Juniper, one of the sisters, and it was a long time ago, so Edith doesn't really know what to do about it. So it's the same kind of theme with mystery and secrets and historical fiction mixed with the present time. And the author, Kate Morton, she does the different perspectives again. She writes in Edith's perspective, and then later on, she switches and she goes back in time and she writes in the other characters' perspectives. So, what I do like about it so far is that there's a lot of mystery. She goes to Milderhurst and she ends up meeting the sisters, and they're there, and the younger sister is crazy, Juniper, the one that was friends with their mom. And so she finds out what her mom's secret is. Like, why is her mom so secretive about her childhood there and her experiences. Another theme that is in the book so far is they talk about writing a lot, writing and authors. And so Raymond Blythe, the father of the girls in Miller's Castle, is a writer. And so he writes a book called The History of Mudman. And there were some cool quotes that I really liked in the beginning of the book. So my favorite quote in the very beginning of the book is this. All true readers have a book, a moment like the one I described, and when Mum offered me that much-read library copy, mine was upon me. For although I didn't know it then, after falling deep inside the world of the Mudman, real life was never going to be able to compete with fiction again. That's like a really good quote. So that's one theme that is in the book is writing and fiction. And so Edith herself, she works for a publishing company, and Raymond Blythe is an author. So it has a lot to do with writing letters. So themes are writing letters and books and fiction, and finding out the true story and what's fiction. And us being the reader, I guess we're part of the putting things together. So at the moment, I like The Forgotten Garden a little bit better because it's kind of happier. It has a happier theme, even though it ends kind of tragically. Spoiler alert. But this one, I'm still giving it a chance. I'm still in the middle of it. And I'm going to do a review at the end of the book as well to tell you guys what I think. So, stay tuned.